this review will take a look at the career of the late news anchor Jessica Savtich, and she was the anchor of the NBC Nightly News and News Updates just prior to her passing on, and she began her career in news broadcasting in Philadelphia as well as Houston, and many people consider her to be a pioneer for females in the job of news broadcasting, and she was 36 years old when she died. And let me get some background on here. One moment, please.
With exceptional journalistic instincts, a captivating on-air presence, and unmatched drive and determination, Jessica Savtich is truly an icon in the field of broadcast journalism. Throughout her career, Jessica worked alongside some of the biggest names in television news. Once described as NBC's Golden Girl, she continually strived to break new ground in TV news, while at the same time breaking down many gender barriers along the way.
Good evening. The coal miners will stay out. They've turned that contract down. In the Mayflower
Jessica's journalistic instincts were developed at a young age. As a child, Jessica often followed current events in order to participate in dinner conversations. Following the death of her father, Jessica's mother moved the family from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania to Margate, New Jersey. There she began her broadcasting career at the early age of 14, working on a rock show for teenagers at local radio station WOND. It was at this small station where Jessica discovered her love of journalism. At 17, she received her first big assignment when WOND sent her to cover a portion of the Democratic National Convention. After getting bit by the journalism bug, Jessica chose to attend Ithaca College, only one of a handful of schools with a communications department in the late 60s. While earning her degree in the...
And that's some background about her early life. Let me see if I can advance this a bit. It's hard to get everything in here for a quick capacity. One moment, please.
While in Houston, Jessica was spotted by a TV news talent scout. He recommended the young, promising, and energetic Jessica to KYW-TV in Philadelphia, where she became the station's news anchor in 1972.
Unemployment is up in our own area, up by 1.6% in the 8-county Philadelphia region.
In Philadelphia, Jessica continued to hone her skills while also confronting much of the discrimination against women in TV news. Although continuing to cover major events and increasing her popularity among viewers,
people like you, like Eyewitness News.
Jessica often felt the harsh sting of inequity between men and women when it came to pay and preferential treatment during her 5 years at the station. In 1977, Jessica left KYW and joined NBC News as a Washington-based correspondent and anchor. At NBC, she performed a wide range of duties, including serving as the Senate correspondent, anchoring the Saturday edition of the NBC Nightly News,
Good evening.
and contributing to NBC's presidential election coverage.
And as you see, as she advanced her career, let me get this up a bit. One moment, please.
And won many honors, including an Emmy and a Columbia DuPont Award. Throughout her career, Jessica remained closely involved with her alma mater. She gave the main address at the college's 1979 commencement, at which she was awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree. In 1980, she was elected to the Ithaca College Board of Trustees. Tragically, at the peak of her career, Jessica's life was cut short after a fatal automobile accident in 1983. Today, Jessica's far-reaching impact on broadcast journalism can be felt in the halls of the Park School of Communications. Each year, a handful of students are awarded a scholarship in her honor. Well, I grew up in the Philadelphia area, and while I wasn't able to witness firsthand...
And that's some more information. Let's see if I can get a little more about it. And here's one moment, please. And here's let's see. Here's Jessica making a quick viewing on the David Letterman show. See if I can get it on the screen here real quick.
But you can see your legs. In television, you're used to being disembodied head like this, see, from here to here. And so therefore your legs don't show. You can wear whatever you want or sit on your feet or do anything you want.
Now, were this a closed set, what would you be wearing?
I would probably be wearing jeans or something like
Really?
that. Dressed from here up.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So-
Because the reason is you want to be comfortable when you're on television or wherever, and you want to be able to feel at ease. But unfortunately, when NBC News had an open set like this, it changed it. We had that for a while at Nightly News.
So you would have to come fully dressed. Was that ever a problem?
Yeah, I always came fully dressed, not dressed up.
Wait a minute here. That didn't sound proper.
I came
Did
fully
you-
dressed,
you're
but I
fully
wasn't
dressed.
dressed up. I didn't have clothes that matched on the bottom. They were different color by the time. The top would be.
And that's Jessica on David Letterman's show. And let me see if I can get one of her. Yeah, here's another quick interview of her. One moment, please.
More of yourself. You can be pretty and read all the words right on television, but when it all goes down and there's no teleprompter and there is no script, you have to draw on whatever it is you do or do not know about the news events of the day. That's where they separated the men from the pretty men from the pretty boys and the pretty girls from the pretty women. You can be attractive. Television is visual. It's part of it. It is not the total.
It is absolutely not the total thing. What about the difficulty you've had to confront with being attractive and being intelligent, and people not wanting to give you both of those things, assuming, well, beautiful blonde can't be that smart?
This is the when did you stop beating your wife question, folks. If I answer this question, yeah, I made a de facto admission, and I think I'm smart and pretty.
Well, I
Now,
think you're smart and pretty.
if I beg the question, then it looks like I'm fishing for compliments.
No, I asked the question. I think you're smart, and I think you're pretty.
Okay, take
now,
it, babe.
what have you had to do? Have you had to work harder to prove your brains?
Sure, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely.
And here's this clip of her doing the news, if I can get it all one on here. Let's see. One moment, please.
This is NBC News Digest, sponsored by Michelob Light. Here is Jessica Savtich, NBC News.
Good evening. The White House spokesman tonight said Syria rejected Beirut airport as the site for the first meeting on Lebanese reconciliation. It feels the airport is unsafe. General Motors agreed to settle a sex and race discrimination suit for $42.5 million. That is a record amount. And now this.
Michelob Light for the winners. I thought you were tired.
Nope, just thirsty.
Michelob Light.
The Reagan administration has proposed making airbags or automatic seatbelts mandatory for new cars. Critics urged immediate action. And finally, a federal report today predicted possible catastrophic warming of the Earth by the 1990s with the strong climate change. I'm Jessica Savtich in New York. More news later on this NBC station.
And that's her doing the news, and I guess, let's see, so I get a little more about her. I guess that'll do it. As you can see, she was a formidable news anchor, and died in 1983, and quite tragically. But if you remember her from seeing her on NBC News, which is has the news briefs, or the NBC Nightly News anchor, that was her, what she was most known for. And let me get a final screen here on here. That should do it, and we all should give her a final salute for her efforts and talents. And I tried to get everything in here for a quick review and get the most prominent points to ponder. But that should do it. Let me get a final screen on here. One moment, please.